I saw the sign. Have you seen the sign? You better have seen the sign. Welcome to Tansky on the Rooftops. Take 2 for today. First version didn't have that mic operating. What? Yeah, technical difficulty. Anyway, listen. What is fixed wireless and what does diversifying your connectivity portfolio mean? When you have money and you want to buy stocks in the stock market, are you going to buy one stock and hope your investment doesn't lose value? No, you're going to diversify your portfolio. So why the heck aren't businesses diversifying their connectivity? You know, people, what does true internet diversity look like? It looks like something coming underground and something coming above ground. What does that look like? Well, this right here is above ground. This is some fixed wireless, dual path fixed wireless from a great company. Natural Wireless provides a dual path, ultra low latency connection that completely bypasses the underground last mile cabling. Now, what does underground last mile mean? That's a mouthful. Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means you have to see the sign. The sign is that diversifying your connectivity will save you oodles of money and give you very few headaches. That is possible partly due to the fact that fixed wireless from Natural Wireless goes back to the same hardened data centers as your traditional carriers, but Natural Wireless leaves the data center from the top of the building instead of the basement where all the other cable providers and fiber providers leave the building. So diversity is super important, especially when you look at markets like, here you go, Miami Beach. Look at this, low lying at sea level, 0 feet above sea level. What do you think is going to happen when fiber optic, when routers and switches underground get flooded with water? What happens? What happens to anything when it gets inundated with water? It breaks, right? Now, do you think having multiple fiber optic connections to your business is a good bet? You think you're going to stay online? No. It doesn't matter how many different companies you pay for internet. All of those different fiber optic companies come underground. You need to use something that's above ground, which is fixed wireless access. That is accurate. That is accurate. Do not buy into the hype that this is fixed wireless, because it is not. These are steroids. These are steroids. These are cellular bonded devices that are solely relying on a best effort mobile network that, as everyone knows, when oversubscribed, that means when there's more users in an area, the network performance and the network reliability plummets because it's has too much demand, because it's a best effort connection. That is not fixed wireless. People and carriers, other carriers might say this is fixed wireless, but that is not fixed wireless. It is impossible to drop ship fixed wireless. Can you drop ship any of this equipment? No, you can't drop ship a fixed wireless connection. Come on. How come all of this marketing hype is telling people that they can have their devices drop ship and they have to plug it in and they're good to go and they have a fixed wireless connection? That is a crock of Betty Crocker. You know what I mean? It doesn't work. It's just not possible. Listen, that is fixed wireless. You cannot drop ship that. That's dual path fixed wireless from Natural Wireless. You can't drop ship that. It's impossible. Look, horn antennas. We've all seen these on the side of highways on roads. You're like, what the heck are these ugly things? Well, these ugly things are what allowed you to make long distance phone calls in the United States of America from 1975, maybe even before, all the way up to the 90s when the first cell phones came out. And even then, they still use that stuff, you know? So fixed wireless is not new. It is tried, tested, proven, and far, far more awesome than this stuff that you're looking at right here. These connections you see on your screen here, they can do upwards of 20 gigabits per second dedicated internet access. The characteristics of fixed wireless today are very similar to those of fiber, except the transport method is completely diverse. So it is incredible. If you're in Boston and you're in a low-lying area that's flooded, the flood zone in Boston is crazy, right? Why would a business take 2 fiber connections if they need a diverse connection? Oh, they're going to say, oh, I'm going to get a redundant connection. I'll be safe. You're basically just paying twice for the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're going to a different provider. Those providers are still riding the same last mile into your building. Diversity matters. Internet connectivity, diversity matters. Fixed wireless above, some type of connection underground. We'll let it be fiber, maybe even something I'm not even going to say the word I can't even say co, and now I can't say that word. It's just so legacy, so old. You need to see the sign. You got to see the sign. See the sign. See the sign. See fixed wireless as your savior. You know what it's time for right now, people? It's time to go sell something. 1 gigabit per second, ultra low latency.
Gigabit per second, ultra low latency.
Don't want to fall off here because we're pretty high up. Welcome to Tansky on the Rooftop.